I'm Ben Hooper, and this is Weekend Odds and Ends, a special Friday edition of the UPI Odd News Minute for May 8th, 2026. A security camera outside of a Tennessee bakery captured video of an attempted break-in by a hungry bear in search of cinnamon rolls. Olga's Yodel Cinnamon Rolls in Gatlinburg posted a video to social media showing the after-hours visitor that approached the front door of the business earlier this week. The video shows the bear attempt to pry the door open with its claws before giving up and moving along in search of other snacks. The store's owner wrote, "Public service announcement. If you are a bear, don't act like this bear. Have proper bear etiquette and don't try to break into my store. If you see this bear on the street, tell him to stop acting foolishly." Moving on from a bear whose intentions were diabolical to a woman with incredible strength of follicle, a Mexican circus performer lifted a 166.11-pound weight with her hair. Diana Elizabeth Batras Hermosillo, who has been performing circus feats for 26 years, took on the Guinness World Record for the heaviest weight lifted with the hair at the La Paz Theater in San Luis on February 28th. Hermosillo put her long hair into twin braids that she tied together at the ends and used them to lift 166.11 pounds of weight. She managed to keep the weight off the ground for 14 seconds. She took the record from Indian weightlifter Asha Rani, who used her hair to lift 122.58 pounds in 2014. Hermosillo said she trained for 6 months to be able to withstand the immense pressure on her scalp, neck, and back. Meanwhile, in a novel case of interspecies conflict, animal rescuers in British Columbia came to the rescue of a blue heron that turned out to have a talon stuck inside a giant oyster's shell. The Dewdney Animal Hospital in Maple Ridge shared a video explaining rescuers responded Saturday to a report of a blue heron that appeared to have its leg caught between rocks in the water off Vancouver's Stanley Park. The rescuers arrived to find the rocks in question were actually the two halves of a giant oyster's shell. The Post joked that the oyster got shellfish and clammed up, which really shocked. The bird and the oyster attached to its toe were taken to the animal hospital to be separated. Veterinarian Adrian Walton injected fish anesthetic into the oyster's shell and was then able to pry the shell open and release the heron's talon. The heron suffered some torn ligaments, so it was fit with a splint and transferred to the Wildlife Rescue Association of British Columbia for rehabilitation. And finally, in our recurring segment, The Afternoon Rush, an Idaho man with more than 350 Guinness World Records titles added another to his tally by balancing a skateboard on his chin for over an hour. David Record Breaker Rush, who has previously broken several records involving balancing objects on his chin, said he decided to attempt the skateboard record after learning the category had been created but not yet set. Rush said he ran into a problem early on, discovering that skateboards have surprisingly sharp edges. A friend with a large skateboard collection allowed him to borrow one that had a flatter edge but still met size and weight requirements. Rush took on the record during a break from a pickleball section at the YMCA in Boise. Rush managed to balance the board for 1 hour, 1 minute, and 36 seconds, enough to take the title. For these stories and more national, international, sports, entertainment, science, and odd news from United Press International, visit UPI.com. Follow the UPI Odd News Minute on YouTube and TikTok. What's your favorite treat to get from a bakery? Let us know in the comments.